Good afternoon, colleagues. Are you well? I'm always impressed with people who are here for the final few closing remarks. You're so dedicated or desperate and dateless. Let's say dedicated, huh? We who are left have some reflections. Before I do anything, could I ask you to thank, in a ISQua fashion, all the volunteers who helped us right through. So I'm Geoffrey Braithwaite, I'm ISQua President, and I'd just like to remind you of a few things we've done. By way of closing remarks, I'd like to pay my respects to the original inhabitants of this huge country, which is much the better for your presence at this conference. And I'd like to pay my respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging, who have been in Australia since the dream time. And thanks especially to our welcoming group who reminded us of Australia's past, Australia's deep past. You're here because you subscribe to some extent, and perhaps to a major extent, ISQua's vision, mission, and our action. And you know these words well, and if you don't, they're on our website. Up to now, up to recently, we had 3 words in our tagline: knowledge, network, and voice. And we've added a new one just this year: action. We felt these words were very evocative for us as ISQua and all of our stakeholders. We thought they were very evocative: knowledge, network, voice. You've heard those as a theme through the conference. But we thought that's not sufficient. We need to take the learnings from the ISQua conference, from the ISQua journal, from all the sources that are available to us, synthesize that, and make things happen in our workplaces. Whether you are a patient advocate, or a clinician on the front lines, or a manager or a leader, or a quality and safety expert, or a researcher, or a policymaker. We want to create action, not just great conferences, although I'm sure you'll agree, great conferences are really good. They're really cool. So what have we experienced collectively? We've had amazing learnings from the ISQua conference, but one of the problems about an ISQua conference is you could go back 4 days, repeat the experience, and have a totally different set of learnings. We may have all been to the plenary sessions together, although not everyone was there. You were, of course. We may have all gone to each of the 6 plenary sessions, but we didn't go to the same ISQua conference. There was lots of different experiences. Now, it's impossible to summarize those. Thank goodness we're videoing and recording some of the sessions. But I wonder if we've got some comments from the conference floor, just a couple of bullet point comments. Did you have an aha moment? Did you have something that you thought, I really need to take that back to my workplace or my country? Did you have a thought that said, I didn't really fully know that, but I do now, and that's useful? Who would like to come to the mic, bare their soul, and tell us what their aha moment or their learning was? We have till about midnight. Dr. Anu. Dr. Anu from India.
Thank you, Dr. Jeffrey. So we had a great learning and sharing experience last 4 days. And the aha moment again was with Sir Liam Donaldson, the passion with which he was talking about patient safety. So we are all inspired by his talk, and I will take it back again to improve on patient safety and quality. Again, I had a great learning session with Dr. Tricia, Anna, and Isabella. So we are trying to improve on this co-production again. And thanks to Dr. Carsten, Jeffrey, and all the board members. And I would like to appreciate Simon, Catriona, and Elaine, and all the people who have been putting up hard work here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anu. That was fantastic. We've probably got space for one, maybe two more comments. There's a microphone here and a microphone here. Yes? You can just go to the mic over here. Thank you.
Hi, sir, and hi to everyone. So I thought, I have to say this. My aha moment would be the session with Kaho. So I'm from India, but I currently work in Bahrain. A lot of developments in research through the Kaho Association was really inspiring. So thanks to Dr. Vijay Agarwal, Dr. Lalu, and Mr. Sam for it. And another moment would be with Professor Eugene, and he's from Dartmouth Hospital. And it was about a promising partnership of a learning health system in oncology, where he spoke about a methodology where he showed the framework on how clinical microsystem, mesosystem, and healthcare microsystem work. So I really got inspired. And finally, saving the last with Professor Jeffrey, your sessions was amazing. Thank you so much. I enjoyed most of the session and created great network. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there scope for one more person? Well, I'm going to declare India the winner. And it wasn't even a competition. So you recall all the way back, it seems like a long time ago, when I made some introductory remarks to welcome you. I made two, actually. One was at the drinks after the pre-conference workshop, and I shared the stage with Bumpy the Wombat. That was a mistake. There's no way you can compete with a wombat. If you were there, you know that. But I also made some remarks on the first morning of the three-day conference, and I said how long it had been since we had been together as a community. Do you remember the number? How many days? 1,091? Fantastic. And I said it was 1.5 million minutes since we had been together from Cape Town, at the end of Cape Town, to today, to the start of this conference 3 days ago. Well, we're now on a countdown to the next conference. ISQua 2023 is in Seoul, as we have heard, and it's not too long. It's 311 days and 447,840 minutes. I haven't calculated seconds. Just multiply it by 60. So you better get moving, because right now we are open for business and we're open for abstracts for Seoul. So if you want to get to Seoul, then get going with an abstract. We're going to go to Seoul, Korea. I would like to thank our Seoul hosts. And of course, I speak beautiful Korean. Well, I Googled that, in truth. And what that says is have we got some Koreans here? What that says is, thank you, Korea, for hosting ISQua in 2023. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to being there. So the thanks really at the end of a conference, a long conference like this, where I'm really going to sum up a few things and thank a few people, is to thank all the people who made this possible on your behalf. On your behalf, I want to thank the people who made it possible. Really, it's to thank us, ourselves, for being here and making this such a success. I'd like to thank our sponsors, though. Our sponsors provide tangible support and are with us all the way through the planning stages to get to this conference, and then stayed with us all the way through the conference. So sponsors, thank you. I'd like to thank the local organising committee. They're not gender balanced, you will have noticed. But seriously, Steve Clark, Richard Chung and Gary Smith, thank you very much. You have been fantastic local partners and have made this the success that it is. Thank you. Most of the volunteers, by the way, came from AgPal, Quip, their organisations. So that's why we thank them right at the very start. Thank you to the Program Planning Committee. There's a huge committee behind ISQua that plans and enables all of these sorts of conferences to happen. And they're large and complex. If you just come to them, as hard as that is, you don't get a full view of all the work that has to go into making it a success. So Program Planning Committee, thank you very much indeed. The ISQua board has recently changed. This was the ISQua board leading up to the conference, who was absolutely fantastic. And I said during my opening remarks, pound for pound, I've rarely dealt with such a dedicated and thoughtful group of people. So board, thank you very much indeed. And what about the people who you actually interface with and makes ISQua work? The engine room. This is Carsten Engel and the team. You've met many of them who came from Dublin to be here. The rest, you're in constant contact with them, I know. And they are amongst the most helpful and efficient and smart people I know. Thank you, ISQua staff. Just by way of closing these remarks, and then we'll give some poster prizes. That's why you stayed, is it? To hope to win the poster prize? Here's just a few images from many that will be available. We're actually going to put all of the images, and thank you, sir, for all your photography in these last 4 days. You've worked as hard as us. These are just a few of the images, and they'll be on the ISQua website, so you can go, and I think we're going to make them downloadable, so you can download the images where you're in the image. So this is just a few, just to give you an example, a selection of them. There's Bumpy, by the way, the wombat. So, that completes my summary, my remarks, my helping to close the conference stuff, helping you into a good landing place, feeling good about the conference, but that was easy because I know you feel good about the conference. Let's give some more awards, some final awards. Simon, have you got the awards? Thank you. Poster awards, there's 3 of them. One is for the best local poster. That's the best Australian poster. The presenting author was Sharon Macaulay. And Sharon, are you still here? If not, we'd like to congratulate Sharon and the team for their poster. It was a tie, Simon, you tell me. It was a tie. We couldn't decide. And so the 2 posters which share Best Poster Award are a poster from Estonia, Kaja Polust. Are you here? Kaja? Congratulations. And this was not rigged, a poster from Korea. Presenter Mi-Sin Yoon. Yes, we have someone coming down to accept the award. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all poster winners. Finally, we had a picture-perfect game going on, and we had 2 winners. It's a draw again. These were people who were going around the whole conference taking pictures and making their sense of the entire conference. Congratulations to Shwete Prabhakar and Amumisi. Congratulations. Shakespeare said, "Parting is such sweet sorrow." Oh, you came. Hang on. Were you right up there? Congratulations. Congratulations. So Shakespeare said, "Parting is such sweet sorrow." We have to now finish, sadly. Or, Carsten, should we go on for a few more hours? Were you in another conference over there? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're most welcome. It's proving quite challenging to end this conference. I'll give it one more go, shall I? Otherwise, we'll still be here for a while. Congratulations to all those prize winners. So we're going to now end. We're going to part. That is always a sad time. It's a kind of bittersweet time always, isn't it? We're sort of leaving each other. We're going to shake and hug and kiss the person next to us, or whatever we do to depart, and think about what we've uncovered, discovered, learnt. This won't consolidate to you, in my experience, for a number of days, even weeks, because we did so much together, and you did so much with your individual learning across these days. But we're not far away to help you with your ongoing learning. So be in touch with us, or the people you've met, or the people in your network, or the people in your new network, and continue the learning journey. I look forward to seeing you in another 311 days, or almost 500,000 minutes. Thank you very much.